at 2 games apiece after the Thunder came back from the O2 series hole, winning the last 2. And they're down 3 as we begin the second half. Three-pointer from the corner. That is Covington. Houston stand in the first half was just 6 of 22 from deep.
But they're going to be streaky. The nature of three-point shooting is it's streaky. And so they'll have a flurry here. They'll hit a streak at some point. And Oklahoma City's just got to stay the course. And then offensively, Billy Donovan talked about it there. Oklahoma City's got to get their spacing right so they can attack downhill. He was not happy with their spacing on several possessions in the first half.
Harden was highly efficient in the first half, and that continues. 22 for Harden. He's 8.
Take some, but he does not need to be shooting or attacking in that instance early in the shot clock. That's bad offense for Oklahoma City.
And that's his second turnover in less than 2 minutes. That is Gordon. Strong to the cup. And a quick timeout taken by Billy Donovan. So a 3-point halftime. Alum, Damian Lillard, of course, likely done for the rest of the series. Had to leave the campus to have that right knee examined. And we will be watching later tonight on TNT. Here is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Stan, you just said it during the break. This Thunder lineup right here, best statistical lineup in the NBA this season.
Yeah, there were 153 lineups that played 150 minutes or more together. This was by far the best, almost plus 30 points per 100 possessions. And look, as much as they like Lou Dort defensively, they just could not function offensively with him on the floor, and they're having a hard time functioning defensively with Shai Gilgeous. How much matchups are important. Houston doing a great job at both ends of the floor, understanding the personnel and attacking matchups.
On the turnover that time by Paul, and look at Gordon. They just keep on coming. And suddenly, biggest lead of the night for Houston.
They've got 32 already with 20 minutes to go in this game. Oklahoma City's got to do a better job keeping the ball out of the paint.
Non-shooting front, my mistake on House. So Gallo misses a three-pointer. And back come the Rockets now. Oklahoma City, if you've just joined us, is 5 for 28 from 3. Covington on the corner 3, splash! And a 3-point halftime lead for Houston has ballooned
into their spacing and do a good job with it. They've got multiple options out there.
Another turnover, it's Gordon again. And Billy Donovan, no choice but to call another timeout.
That picture, immediately you'll see a link to voter registration. So if you haven't done it yet, you can thank Coach for it. This, though, part of a larger...
None of their wing players are good offensive players.
Harden, who scored the last 7 for the Rockets. Adams, by the way, a double-double, 14 and 12. Beautiful pass, and then House. Extra feed to Rivers. Got it!
Well, they're doing a great job, too, by having...
He's now 1 for 5 from 3. Rivers into the corner for Green. That's a 3!
And what's unnoticed here, Daniel House is really helping Houston. We just showed him on the roll, making the extra pass. There he sets the great screen to open up the 3. Daniel House, normally just known for his shooting, is helping this Houston offense in other ways.
Boy, Houston right now doing it at both ends of the floor, and psychologically, Stan, you just have to wonder about Gilgeous-Alexander. Seems rattled perhaps with his struggles tonight. Rivers to the cup, can't finish, rebound Bazley. Here's Dort, blocked by Harden. Loose ball Paul, and this will be a reach-in foul against Harden. Rockets haven't needed much from Westbrook so far. He's played 18 minutes and has scored 5 points. Paul left open. W's all-out pay-per-view event, and everyone is ready to explode. It's hard-hitting, high-flying professional wrestling at its best. AEW TNT Wednesday Night Dynamite at 8 o'clock. This will be a traveling violation against Jeff Green, and the basketball back to the Thunder.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how a young guy like Lou Dort responds in Game 6. You know, when you're going to be in a matchup against James Harden, it's going to be difficult, and sometimes he's going to get the best of you and you're going to have a rough night.
Here's Westbrook, off balance after Paul's basket at the other end. Now the final 27 seconds. Can Oklahoma City salvage some offense here to close the third quarter? Nader and Noel have checked into the game for the Thunder. Paul sizes up Green. Rockets are out of fouls. Bazley, that's a long two. Rebound House, still plenty of time. Here he comes barreling up the floor. House stumbling, off balance. And that's about the only thing that didn't go right for the Rockets in the creation. We heard Rebecca's report earlier. He's been such a pro as Covington buries a three, getting himself, keeping himself ready. You know, during the negotiations for the restart after the shutdown. I wonder if he's just gassed at this point. Three-pointer from Ferguson. No, you see playoff history, teams that have won Game 5 in a 2-2 series have gone on to win more than 82% of the time, as Noel able to deny Gordon. Outside to Covington. And that three-point avalanche by Houston continues. This is Darius Bazley on a three. Got it.
Darius Bazley's really
by double digits. Came back from double-digit deficits in the second half of both games 3 and 4 to win and to tie the series at 2 stand. So we know that they can bounce back. They've proven it all season long. Nice move by Gordon.
But we're really going to test the mental toughness in the playoffs here of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Lou Dort. Both have had very, very difficult nights. Well, Harden's just waiting in the middle of the lane. Now he's guarding. That time he was guarding Terrence Ferguson. You know, you're in the playoffs now, and people have had time to really adjust and game plan as you go into Game 5. You put a guy out there who can't shoot, nobody's going to.
Spiro Dedes, Stan Van Gundy, Rebecca Hartlow, rest of our TNT crew. Game 5. And a second half that has been dominated by the Rockets. Ben McLemore, exquisite play to set up Covington.
Well, Houston's consistently broken down the Oklahoma City defense and gotten into the paint and then made plays from there.
Three-pointer from Bazley, a little bit short. And those double ejections, Tucker and Schroeder, right around the 7-minute mark of that third quarter, just completely took the sails out of the Thunder. Houston at that point was already rolling, and speaking of which, Covington, another three is action. You just wonder how this team now psychologically can bounce back. They've done it all year long. There's a three-pointer converted by Jeff Green, but then Stan, you throw in the emotions of the last couple of days. A lot of younger guys on this Thunder roster.
Those are the guys I worry about. Chris Paul's been through this. Even Dennis Schroeder didn't.
Again, this is a three-point Houston lead at halftime. Rivers, couple of spins, and he goes glass.
Well, we know Austin Rivers is a very capable offensive player, especially attacking the rim. Had a huge game, a 40-pointer in one of the seeding games.
Count the basket. Hamidou Diallo with a chance at a three. He's going to have a deep playoff run. You just get the sense that he's going to have to be big for them off the bench. Carroll stumbles outside. That's a three by Michael Frazier.
That's only Houston's 40th floor. There's not only your own team watching, there's scouts from all over the league watching every play you make. You've got to go hard all the time, Diallo.
Dunk he had over our Shaquille O'Neal. Just in case anyone doubted his vertical ability.
I am not one of those who would have ever doubted his vertical ability. I might doubt some other parts of his game as a young guy that still have to develop. But no, it didn't take me long to realize the guy could jump.
Diallo, the lob inside to Muscala. Nader on the three. And the final 15 seconds will come off the clock. So the question will become over the next 48 hours, can this Oklahoma City team that has been so resilient this season punch back after taking one on the chin here in Game 5? A dominating second half performance by the Rockets.